Hi, everyone. Welcome back to If My Mama Knew podcast. For those of you returning, welcome back. I know it's been a long time. For those of you that are new, don't forget to check out our other episodes. I'm Minnie. Here is Gigi.
Hi.
Here's Cookie.
Hi.
And here's CeCe.
Hi.
And today's topic is welcome back. Today we're just going to discuss everything that's been going on for the last couple months. I know it's been a really long time since we've posted. And the reason is life has been really busy for all of us. I mean, we've all gone through something and we just want to catch you guys up. So, Gigi, you want to start?
I guess since I'm the one that has had most shit happen. So, hey everyone, it's good to be back. Sharing our lovely stories and expressing all the crazy shit we've done and telling you guys about it. So, of course, me being the special one. So, I had a baby. Super excited about that, even though it wasn't planned. I was supposed to be on a cruise drinking. I had paid for an all you can drink, all you can eat package. I was on fucking birth control, but I do not know what happened to my birth control that they had to change that stupid shit. And apparently, my husband has freaking Superman sperm. That one freaking week that I changed, I ended up pregnant. But you know what? I can't complain. Biggest blessing of my life. But honestly, I don't know how y'all mamas do it. I thought everyone was being super exaggerated when they said you don't get any sleep. Oh my God. First few weeks, horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. I felt like a zombie. All I could think about was alcohol. Horrible. And that breastfeeding shit, I praise you mothers that do that breastfeeding thing for like 9, 10, 12 years, whatever, because there's some mothers that go all the way, but I can't. Nope, I tried that pumping thing. First of all, I'm sorry, but I like as a sexual person that I am, I like to get my boobs sucked while I'm having sex. Now, pumping and boob sucking is completely different. Horrible. It feels like someone's about to rip your tit off. Thank God my child did not latch onto the boob because I've heard that's more torture. I praise you mothers that do that breastfeeding thing and nope, not me. I love motherhood. I love everything that comes with it, but no. Completely different feeling from getting your boob sucked to breastfeeding a child. And I had a C-section, thank the Lord. I know some people hate the idea of C-sections, but we have a friend who just had a baby too. She popped out a 10-pound baby out of that her coochie. That thing is never gonna be the same again. I am so glad the baby didn't come out of my coochie because nope. I'm sorry. The most traumatic thing from having a baby for me has been pooping again. I swear to God, I've never had it in the ass. I don't know how people take it in the ass. Pooping for me hurts. And after having a baby, the first poop, Lord have mercy. They give you stool softeners, they give you all this crap, so it's not that hard. But Lord have mercy on your soul. Nope. Y'all that get it in the ass, God bless you as well. Protect your culos, protect your vaginas, because no, I don't know how people pop babies through their vaginas. I don't know how people get it in the ass. I don't know, man. I think I was traumatized from just hearing what my other friend went through. Thank God for me, it was a smooth ride. I showed up because I was throwing up. They tell me your baby's coming out now. I'm like, all right, whatever. Baby comes, all good. I can't complain. My birth experience was beautiful. I didn't deal with all that pains that people go through, and honestly, I can't say I'm blessed. I've been blessed. The only traumatizing thing, like I said, was pooping again. That to me was traumatizing as hell. It was like, I don't know, I felt like my asshole was gonna break. But that's pretty much what's been going on with me. I had a baby, which is kind of why I disappeared for 10 months. Well, I don't know how long we've been gone for. But I had a baby. Um, oh, and let me tell you, I'm sorry, but after how long was it? Let's say 8, 7 months of not having sex, the first time having sex, Lord have mercy on my soul. We made sure that baby was sleeping and we did it all over this house. And then another weekend I left them with his grandma and we did it all over this house because I'm sorry, I like sex. But when you pregnant, sex feels horrible. And then my husband thought he was poking the baby's eye or his brain. I don't know. That man was traumatized too. So Honestly, pregnancy for some people is a beautiful experience. For me, it was hell. Throwing up 8 out of the 9 months. Mind you, I had the beautiful J-Lo body. I can't complain with these little curves, but now I'm getting fat again because I'm eating. So mixed emotions of pregnancy. I'm glad my baby's out. I love my baby. Would I do it again for my baby? Yes. Do I want another one? Hell no. I'm cutting my tubes, cutting his balls, whatever you have to do to prevent baby, but I'm done. Nope. I ain't going through that 10-pound baby issues that my friend went through. I ain't breaking my vagina. I ain't going to traumatize my asshole anymore. But that's pretty much what happened to me in this last 9 months. Great sex after pregnancy. Can't complain. Sex is amazing. But that's pretty much it for me. So who's next?
Vicky, you want to go and you want to tell us about your last minute wedding that we were not invited to?
Okay. So first thing first, I didn't even think I was gonna get married. Now let's go with that. First thing first, I was just like the guy because you guys already know I didn't want to get married. I don't want none of that. I don't want kids. I'm okay. Now that Gigi told me her experience, I'm like even worse. I'm like, I'm good not to do this. But it was random. He was like, do you want to get married? And I'm like, because I had an agreement with him and he had an agreement with me. We didn't want to get this whole marry thing. But because he has certain issues, we're like, why not? Let's just do it. Whatever. And so far it's going so well. I can't complain. He's very supportive. Even when I told him, oh, I'm going on a girls trip, you know how some guys they trip out and they're like, no, I don't feel comfortable you going. I don't know your friends and all of that. He's more of like, okay, have fun. Just remember you got a budget. Don't go overboard of your budget. And I was like, all right, got it. But like I said, he's very supportive. He's helped me a lot to the point where like now I go to therapy. And
It's what the hell you
so
go to therapy?
so you guys know that I used to smoke a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
So ever since I got sober, because he's like, if you're gonna be in a relationship with me, I need you to be sober. So I was like, all right, that's fine with me. It's not like I'm addicted to it. I'm not an addict. So I can stop. So I stopped and I noticed that I was having nightmares while I'm sleeping. So we found out that I have PTSD. So now every time at night, I sleep like around like 4 to 3 hours, and I wake up with nightmares. So I've been going to therapy for that, and then later, of course, now you guys know. Just recent, I just got COVID. So I got COVID. I got tested again, but I'm negative now. And I moved. They transferred me to another spot in my job, and now I'm making more money. So I'm here, and I'm like, things have been going smooth. I want to say smoothly, but at the same time, it's a lot of work because now that you're trying to understand yourself and your emotions now, and trying to be in a healthy relationship, it's so much weirder for me because as Latinas, we were raised differently. We were raised to like take care of our husbands, cook, and then later not to think about our feelings, that our husbands are supposed to be the big supporters of the house. And now it's different. Now it's more of like, okay, we're both equals. He respects me, supports me. And then with my mental health too, now I'm just like, okay, now this is all different for me. So I've done a lot of good progress over here in Texas. This whole year has changed a lot. But that's about it for me. I can't complain. I'm just doing, like I said again, the progress is going and I'm doing better. And I'm glad I'm doing better. Because before it was like way worse.
You know,
But
now that you said that you're going to therapy and all that stuff, right?
Mhm.
When I was after my pregnancy, right? You know, it's crazy how much they emphasize on your mental health. They would ask me if I was depressed, if I wanted to hurt myself. I was like, no, I'm fine. Like, I'm good. But then you're right, that Latino mentality that we gotta take care of our men, that we gotta take care of our kids. I don't know who was talking to me. I can't remember who it was at the moment, but they told me, "Oh no, I don't believe in that postpartum shit. That's just something that Americans create to take out your money so you can go talk to the I don't know some they told me some bureaucratic a bunch of BS. I don't know what it was, but it's true though. Like the Latino mentality is like, oh no, you're not depressed. You just need to get out or whatever it is. Like you need to take care of your husband. You need to take care of your kids. You need to do this. You need to do that. Like hell no, I gotta take care of me first. And I'm glad you're doing that, Cookie, because we don't put ourselves first.
Yeah. And that's what I've noticed a lot. Like this whole time, I've always stressed because family always comes first. And you guys know my history, my past, and it's terrible. But that's why I used to smoke to just release the stress, the pressure, not to worry about it, just move forward. Now it's like now that I'm sober and I'm like clean and now I'm like doing everything the right way. It's just like, whoa, I didn't think I needed this. And
You'd be
especially,
surprised who you become when you get rid of the things you usually do, what you think consoles you. You'd be surprised what comes up.
yeah, and then later, not only that, but like with the whole thing that I'm learning of myself now, like many will be shocked because I have a bunch of books now. I read like human resources books, and now I'm reading like coding books and everything. I'm like knitting.
I'm so proud of you. Sorry to interrupt. I'm so proud of you. Like, I know I'm like the nerd of the group, and so like, but I feel so proud of you, especially if it's helping your mental health. Like, it's something very important. Do it. I mean, I know people would tell me, "Oh, why do you read so many books?" And for me, it's always been like it's a way to escape reality, even for just a moment. And that's why I'm a huge fan of Harry Potter and anything supernatural, just because it's an escape and it's always been my escape. So I'm glad that you're now able to enjoy the same feeling I have, even if it isn't nonfiction or if it isn't fiction. It could be whatever it is, but reading, I feel it's a blessing. It is such a relief for me. So I'm glad you found it too.
Yeah, so like I'm doing things that I don't usually do. Like I don't go to the club no more. Yeah, who's that? Not Tommy. I don't like drink as much as I used to now. Like I know for sure when I go on the girls trip, I'm gonna dance and I'm gonna enjoy the whole thing because now I'm actually enjoying it just because I'm enjoying it. I'm not doing it just to escape anymore because that's what I used to do. So now I'm just like, okay, now everything's gonna be a positive way. I'm a grown woman now. I'm like, I'm an adult. But that's my process. That's what's been going on in Texas for a whole year that I've been out. But I don't know. Anybody else has a story to say?
Before we go to the next person, first of all, bitch, we ain't gonna do too much in South Carolina. We go into a white person neighborhood. You can't be doing too much over there. This is not New Orleans all over again. I promise you that. So I've been trying to research, cute little rooftop spots or something, but then people are white as hell. So I think all we're gonna see are fountains and bridges and flowers. I'm just letting y'all know right now. Do not expect to go to some rooftop bar to go shake your booty because that South Carolina place, all they got some colorful ass buildings, some pretty little fountains, and some fancy ass bridge and flowers. Which I don't know what the hell I'm gonna stare at flowers for, but we're gonna stare at flowers. So I guess I want to hear who's next. I think it's a Mamie or CeCe. Who else got a little something to share?
Let's go with CeCe. But I was gonna say to anyone listening, if you're in the South Carolina area to the Charleston area, if you have any good places to recommend, like we're all ears. I mean, we're doing a girls trip and we just want to experience something new. I mean, we're all living in different areas now, so it's just like a week getaway, and so we want to spend time together. So if you have any recommendations, any suggestions, please feel free to let us know. We're all ears.
Well, with me, it's not much. I stopped working full time. I'm working with my family, so I have more days off, work on my own time. Um, Pretty much it's kind of chill. Basically, it's almost the same paycheck too, so it's not as bad. I go in, go out, spend a lot of time with my sisters, with the kids, my mom's place, and just yeah, whatever comes my way right now, basically. That's where I'm at.
So for the past year, everything has stayed pretty much stagnant for you.
No, because I mean, I switched. Like I said, I stopped working like in the company that I was full time. It wasn't working, so I stopped with that, and then I started working as with my family. So it pretty much in that part, I'm happy because I have more freedom. I could pick up anything at any time and be like, okay, I'm gonna go over there, or I could travel, or like different things that I wasn't able to do just because of job, like a 9 to 5 job. So in that aspect, I'm good, and just living life, I guess.
Anybody new in your life?
Not really. I mean, I've seen a couple, but I don't know. It hasn't really caught my attention like that to pursue something. So no. Or you're smiling.
Huh? Who's smiling?
You.
What
Well,
happened was,
I
I don't know. I don't know why.
was just thinking, that you are
Uh-huh.
the one that likes to hide all your stuff until the very end. So it's like, is there really no one? Or you just pulling one of you that you don't like telling anyone anything?
No, I haven't actually. Like I said, I've met a couple dudes here and there, like between families and things like that, but I haven't pursued anything like serious or anything like that, so not really.
So yeah, I can't say shit. I'm not the only picky one either. So
I don't
CeCe's
want
picky too.
anything serious right now. You get me? Like at the point that I'm at right now, that like I said, if I want to decide to go, like for example, for the trip, I didn't have to think about that or like decide, oh, I gotta let them know in advance and make the days work for my trip or make the hours up. So like things like that. With that, I'm happy.
First of all, I like to say, Minnie, yes, CeCe is picky. That's another bougie girl that I can't deal with half the time. But you, Minnie, if the guy is too tall, it's a problem. If the guy is too short, it's a problem. If the guy is too light, it's a problem. If the guy is too dark, it's a problem. There is no in between. You need like a caramel macchiato. And then if he talks too much, it's a problem. And if he talks too little, it's a problem. And if he sneezes too much, it's a problem. And if he farts too little, it's a problem. So let me tell you, sweetie, that you are picky as hell. But that's why I want you to share what happened to you, because I know you had a car dealer, a T-Mobile representative, a Backstreet Boy. I don't remember what the other categories were. So I want to hear what happened to you in the last 10, 9, whatever we were away.
Wait, but let's just say, CeCe, it doesn't matter. You don't have to pursue anybody. So I'm actually like here and I'm like, even though I'm married, I'm still supporting you over here because I'm like, it's really hard to find someone and someone that you really like and somebody you can match and connect. That's why I don't blame Mini and CeCe for being so picky. So I don't blame your high standards, okay? I'm not gonna be like, oh, guys, find someone. No. Take your time either ways, because not everybody can find the one. Like Gigi over here finding someone so fast in high school.
It's just matching with the person. You get me? I'm not that picky. I don't care if he has to be tall or like this specific type of physique or whatever, color skin or whatever you want to call it. But I'm not looking for like, oh, everything for weekends just to go out to drinks or like party basically. And I don't know, I think we already did that. And a lot of the guys that I've met are still stuck in that little part. It's like if we go out to dinner, the first thing that they ask is like, where should we go and grab drinks? Honestly, I don't drink anymore like that. Like we used to, like certain alcohol. Now I feel it on my throat. Like it's not gonna go down. So I think I already passed that stage. So that's my little dilemma right there. Like the little things that we used to do, it's like I wish I was back in time, maybe. But now it's like I don't want that.
I just want to say, now that you're saying that you're not in that, basically in that mental zone or in that physical zone, like that you want to go out drinking so often or drink so much. It's like, I just want to say, like, I know you guys have given me a hard time because I've been like that for a certain period of time. So I just want to say, how does it feel now that you're in this period where it's just like you've calmed down? Because you and Gigi used to give me hell when I would say, I don't want to drink, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that. So I just want to get your opinion on that because y'all gave me hell for a really long time.
But remember, you was every occasion, every little thing that we used to have. It was if it was a party or a dinner or whatever, every single occasion, you used to put an excuse. You get me? I'm not saying I'm not drinking. I'm saying I don't want to do it all the time or every weekend. You get me? With Gigi, we went out for dinner. You were there. We drank, you know, things like that. Like every now and then, I don't mind it. And I'm gonna be like, okay, I want to drink today, but I'm not gonna be like, I'm not that one at the moment. I'm not the one that's like, oh, let's go have dinner and then go out for drinks, or let's just go drinking. Like that's my point. But I'm not saying I'm not drinking completely. But with you, it was a little bit different because we will be planning it and plan it and everything, and you'll be like, oh no, I'm not drinking because I'm driving, or I don't feel like drinking. Tell me I'm wrong.
Okay, just reminding you, it is against the law to drink and drive. So that is a valid excuse. And to like I would tell you, like alcohol wouldn't settle well with me. Like it would make me feel bad. So for me, it was kind of like, why would I put myself in a position where the next day I'm gonna be in agony and pain? Like that just didn't make any sense for me. So that's why I cut down drinking so much because for me it just didn't make sense. And like on dinner when I went to visit you guys, like that was the first time I drank in a really long time. So yeah.
Okay, so no, listen up. First of all, when your ass decided to give up drinking, you were going through some exorcist. I don't know what the hell was wrong with you. Because you say you didn't drink this and that, but then you go with your flor de caña, with your this, with your that, and just because we ain't that crazy and we ain't gonna drink that freaking shit pa que nos purgue, because that's what that shit does. That shit cleans your system. The next day you got diarrhea, gonorrhea, whatever other rhea there is. So no, girl. So that's why we would get mad, because I understand you get sick. Let me tell you, sweetie, we all got sick. It's called a hangover. Now I know you got gastritis, the other itis, the peritonitis, the whatever other itis there are. We all got that shit. And so what? We were having a good time, right? And you trying to cite the law, don't drink and drive. That's right, kids, don't drink and drive. Get the fuck out of here, don't drink and drive. We didn't even drive sometimes. Y'all died in my couch. We would die in CeCe's couch. Stupid shit. The point is, you wanted to stop when we were all turning up, right? And of course we would get mad because we're all turning up and you over there acting like Granny McPhee, Nanny McPhee, whatever the hell her name was. Everyone else is turning up and you just sitting there. And like, it was like, okay, whatever, you know what? We ain't gonna even invite Minnie anymore because she's just gonna be sitting there staring at us drink. And we over there playing beer pong and Minnie's over there talking to the other one about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone or whatever the hell y'all talked about, or the Yoda or the Star Wars, whatever that shit's called too, because I don't remember what the hell it's called. So it was like, okay, everyone else is turning up. Cookie's over there. Me and Cookie are over there grinding. CeCe's over there trying to beat everyone at beer pong. And then Minnie and the other one are over there talking about, did you see the new episode of whatever the hell y'all watched? Because I don't even remember what the hell y'all watched. So it was like, shit, like, why should we even invite Minnie if she's going to be over there, like, kidding the vibe? No offense. Like, I understand you did it for your health and good for you, but we weren't at that point, right? And there was days like, shit, why the hell? Who the hell's texting me? Why the hell should we be inviting Minnie if we don't really coincide? And you're right, it was a whole mess to try to get you to take one drink. And then you would get mad and offended, sweetie. We all got sick, all of us. I had the shit coming out of my asshole and my mouth at the same time. I had to fight with the toilet to see what hole I would put, because at some point I had to have a bucket next to the toilet because they would both come out at the same time. And I had to figure out, unfortunately, the toilet only had one hole, so I had to pick which one was more urgent. Either I had to pick shit off the freaking floor or I had to pick a vomit. So yes, I understand you did it for your health, and praise the Lord. And like CeCe said, yes, we're drinking less. One, I had a baby. I had to breastfeed for 1 month because after that, that's it. I gave up. Of course, we didn't drink during that time because we didn't hang out as much during that time because I was pregnant and you can't do so many things when you're pregnant. But now we started, drinking. We took a nice little drink when you came down from Timbuktu. So that's, yes, we did give you a hard time. I will not lie to you, but it just felt like you were killing the vibe. It really was. And I understand you did it for your health. That's good for you. And honestly, maybe if we went back at that time, maybe we would have been more considerate. But I was turning up and you were killing my vibe. That's what it was.
I guess for me it was different. I guess I never noticed.
Because you always drunk on the side with me.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, Minnie doesn't bother me. Like, yo, you don't want to drink, that's you. I'm gonna get turned. I'm gonna do this. But now it's more of like, okay, I'm gonna drink only for like special occasion. Like, when on October I'm going to Miami. I'm gonna see if I can chill with you guys. And if we have dinner and we drink like 1 cup of margarita or whatever, I'm okay with that. You get me? Now I'm like, I think we're just too old now that if we drink any tequila or flor de caño or algo, we're just like the next day and we're like old people and we're like, nah, bruh, this is not us. This is not us. This is not even gonna work. But I've never had issues with Mini not drinking. Like I said again, I guess I never noticed because it's always me and Gigi just getting turned up. But that's about it for me.
I mean, we will notice because she'll be sitting in a corner or in the couch or somewhere, either by herself or with someone talking, but then people will go around since everybody else drinking and vibing. Some people will take its turn and be like, oh, she's over there by herself because she's not drinking. So let me go talk to her. And then the other one will leave, then get up, then another one will come and it's be like, bro, like vibe, like, being the thing. But that was mostly, or I guess we noticed how we noticed it with Gigi. And, sometimes it wasn't even like one like drink to the point to get drunk, but like at least have a drink with us, or things. But she'll get into the mindset of no, no, no. So that's when Gigi and her will butt heads mostly and go at it.
Fun times, really fun times. I mean, I guess it just stems from the fact that I noticed that every time I drink, I would end up falling asleep. So I was like, what's the whole point of me falling asleep? Like, I think that's worse.
But now let us know how have you been, Minnie? Because already CeCe, me, Gigi already said what we said. Now we want to know what happened to you.
So these past couple of months have really been a turning point. I mean, I've been trying to adult, take care of family. I mean, the most stressful thing that I've had happen the past couple of months was actually purchase my first property. So that was really exciting. And it happened in a point where I was just like, wow, this is happening so fast. And yeah, so I'm right now in the process of doing small remodels because it is a bit outdated and I want it to come to like my standards and how I want it to be. But what nobody tells you is that remodeling is so damn expensive. Like, holy shit. Like, I'm about 15 grand into remodels. So, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just because, like, I want it to look a certain way. I'm so picky. I know, I'm horrible.
But my thing here, like, how do you not know? Like, you know how many shows there is about remodeling houses? Like, they tell you the prices.
So here's the thing. I absolutely love watching, HGTV, the whole remodeling thing. Like, I knew what I was getting myself into, but it didn't hit me as hard because I was like, oh, it's just a minor thing here, a minor thing there. And then I was like, no, I want to fix this. I want to change that. I want to do this. I want to do that. So I guess it was really just, holy shit, why am I so picky? Why do I want things a certain way that's going to be like more expensive? Like the first thing I want to do is I want to rip off all the carpet and change it. Like I want to change the floor to my entire place. And that's a pretty penny. And then I'm looking at my kitchen. I'm like, nope, I want to change this. I want to change that. And my bathroom. I'm like, nope, I want to redo it all. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm in that position. I'm about 15 grand into remodeling. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing. So it was the stressful part of getting a mortgage, and then I'm in my new place. I still haven't finished unpacking. It's been about 2 months, but I still haven't finished unpacking. And yeah, doing all my remodels. And that's my life right now.
You sound like my husband. You're bougie for a house, bougie for remodeling thing. I'm like, Jesus. I look at my husband, he's like, we're gonna get a new house, a new property, but with everything new. And it has to be something I like.
In a way, it's better, but at the same time, it costs more money when it's already ready. So it really depends on what you want and what you want to give and take. If you're, if you don't want to do any work or kill your back or, deal with the contractors and all the renovations that you want to do, is better in the long run. But if not, just try to buy a fixer upper, do it on your own style, your own time. You get me at your own pace. Sometimes it comes out cheaper, sometimes it doesn't, but you did it the way you want it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, because I've also seen like a lot of like new constructions that they're new, but they're messed up. So either way, you're gonna have to invest money in fixing it. So unless you have an architect or a contractor and you specify exactly how you want it and you design it and you're working with them, you're never gonna have a perfect house just buying it. You're always gonna have to put in your touch, your personality into it. And thankfully, my place isn't like huge. I mean, it's only 1,400 square feet. So, but I'm just really picky and I want things a certain way. But I definitely wish that like somebody would have like guided me better through the home buying process, even though my people were great. I had an amazing lender. I had a team that really like said, this is what you gotta do. This is what we're gonna get you to. And then my realtor, my God, I loved him. I loved him, loved him, loved him. He was the type of person where he would text me and not call me. I'm like, this is my dude because I hate talking to people. Just send me a text, tell me what I gotta do, and we're good. So definitely I would highly recommend him to anyone in the area. And it just made for a smoother transition. And like I said, the timing was, oh my God, really fast. Like I went under contract under 4 days and I went under contract the day of my birthday. So this was my birthday present to myself, just buying a place.
Yeah, like what made you want to do it? Like what made you be like, oh yeah, I want to do this.
Well, the rental crisis has like really turned a point where like I was renting a place, a 3-2 for 1,300, and they raised up my rent $500 upon my renewal. And I'm like, yo, I can't pay an extra $500. Like, where am I gonna get that extra $500? So it was just to the point where I'm screw this. Like, from what I'm paying and renting, I could easily afford my own place. So I am paying a lot less now than I was renting. And again, it's a 3-2. It's bigger than my old place. I now have a washer and dryer within my unit. And it's like, why wouldn't I? Like, if you have the chance to, I would say go for it. I mean, right now the market is still a little bit hot. I mean, interest rates are a little bit high, prices are a little bit high. But definitely if you have the chance, I would say own because it's better than just throwing away money at renting a place.
I will have to agree with that because everything is going up right now with everything going on, like with the rent and everything. Like right now, I'm paying a 1-1, and I'm trying to look for a 2-1, and they're like charging like $2,000. Yeah,
What? They're charging how much?
2,000.
No.
Yeah, like we went to because we were trying to renew the place, the apartment, and we're like, okay, they went up for like a 1-1, $200 more, but for a 2-1, it's like 1,900. But if you pay for the fees and whatever, it's almost like $2,000. And you're like, what the hell? But I know in Miami it's 10 times worse. I heard the rent over there is like crazy now. Because compared to like here, like right now it can be 1,900, but tomorrow it can be like 1,600. So like over there is like all depends. Because if I know here, like they check like depending if people are willing to pay for that. If they see less people coming to their place to rent, they start lowering the prices.
You know, it's really crazy. Like when I went to the leasing office to renew, because I was like, okay, I'm gonna renew for a couple months until I find a place to like actually live. And they were like, "Oh, you'll have a pretty good deal because you're 3-2 right now. You're getting it for 1850. Right now, I just signed someone for that same unit for 2,200." I was like, "What? Like, yo, I've been living here for a year, and 3 months ago I was paying 1,300, and you raised it over a grand, basically. Like, it makes no sense how the rental crisis is like so severe." And I'm not in Miami. I left Miami because things were just really expensive. So, I mean, I'm in a cheaper area, but still, I was like in shock of how much things have changed in the span of a year. Um, but are you planning to buy anytime soon, Cookie? You and your husband?
We're trying to buy next year. Cause the thing here is like, I was trying to push my credit to go up higher. Cause when I was in Miami, my credit score was like terrible. Now my credit score is like excellent. So I'm just like, yeah, let's keep it like that. So I was trying to do that. Um, and then later we were gonna buy a property, but we changed our minds because we're like, we don't know Texas. Let's not rush it. Let's take our time because I'm I'm only picky when it comes to a house, a property is the bathroom and the kitchen. So I'm a big like I need to see the kitchen, I need to see the bathroom. If I don't like it, I'm not doing it. So I know with my husband it's more of oh how big is the place? How much is the interest for him? Does it come with a backyard or not? Like he cares about that because he's trying to get a dog. So in that situation, we're like, okay, let's wait until next year. Maybe the interest will go down because I know the interest is like crazy high right now. So we're like, okay, let's do it next year. Next year, we'll think about a house. Um, we'll see how it goes. We'll have more savings for it and all of that. So that's what we're doing so far.
Definitely have savings. Definitely. Again, I can't tell you how much money I've spent in between down payment, closing costs, what I'm doing right now. And again, I'm doing minor cosmetic things because um again, I'm just being picky. Like I'm trying to like tone it down a bit and trying to like save bigger projects for later because I'm like, where the hell am I gonna get all this money? Like, let me stop being bougie and let me not get myself into so much debt. So just to pretty much summarize everything. So we got Gigi who ended up having a child, a beautiful baby, that I wish I could have met, but unfortunately I'm sick and I didn't want to get the baby sick. We have Cookie who had a wedding that she didn't invite us to, but it's okay. Even though she said she never wanted to get married, it's fine. When we see
Remember the big ass speech you used to give us about marriage and how it's a bunch of bullshit.
It
no,
is. It still is. Like I tell people like right now, and they're like, "Oh, you're married, aren't you happy?" I'm like, I am happy with my man, but I didn't want to get married. I didn't want a certificate. I didn't want any of this. Because I didn't see no big deal of doing it. But like I said, guys, it's not that I didn't want to invite you guys. We literally did this last minute. Like it wasn't like it's not like our friends who like they surprised each other. They had family issues. They figured it out. You know who I'm talking about. And they got married. No, for us it was different. For me it was different. It was like, do you want to get married? Okay, let's do this. And then the next thing we know, we're like, okay, what's the closest appointment? All right. And 2 weeks. Is it gonna give you guys enough time to like tell your bosses or whoever, hey, I need to go on PTO? That's not gonna give you guys time, right? And not only that, but because we had to do all that paperwork, we had a short time of to do it because we did the paperwork. And I paid $200 for that. And I am not gonna, you know me, guys, I'm cheap as hell. I'm trying to save money. I'm not trying to pay another $200 just for this certificate, okay? So it's not that I didn't want to invite you guys, because I even told my best friend and she was like, I'm not gonna make it. I'm like, I know you're not gonna make it. Nobody's gonna make it. Last minute. It was last minute. That's why I send you guys the picture. And I'm like, look, guys, I got married. There you go. There's your pictures, guys, because that's the only thing I could do.
Okay, you're forgiven. You're forgiven. We understand. I'm just messing with you. So you got married. CeCe now works with her family, so she has all the free time in the world. She's living the life. I'm a bit jelly. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit jelly.
I love it though.
And then my crazy adventure was buying a place, and now I want to change it all completely because I'm bougie that way. But that's pretty much it for what we've been up to. I mean, guys, we do plan on starting up again season 2. Just letting you know, this is the first episode of season 2. We will be coming back with more crazy talks, real talk, you know how we are. Girls, do you guys want to add anything?
Just make sure you tune into the other episodes. I'm back. I had the baby already, so you know I've started drinking again. You know when I get drinking, I get a little crazy, just a bit. So just make sure you tune in so we can talk, a little girl talk about things that we don't usually talk in front of our mamas, because, bow. And now that I'm a mama, I guess I start thinking about how much of a pendeja I was to my mom, but thank God she don't know half of the stories. So just keep tuning in, guys, and I promise you won't regret it. Great stories coming your way.
All right. Thank you, everyone, for joining us on this episode of If My Mama Knew. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok at If My Mama Knew. You can stream our podcast on Spotify, Amazon Music, Google, Pandora, and YouTube. I'm Minnie, signing off. This is Gigi.
Bye.
This is CeCe.
Bye.
And this is Cookie.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.